We're here at the WILLEMIN-MACODEL factory in Switzerland, in Dellemont, with David Dunn from Premier Machine Tools, finding out how you can make a square part, round part, a bit of both part on one of these fantastic machines. Keep watching to find out more. So David, what machine are we stood in front of?
So this is a WILLEMIN-MACODEL 508 MT2. So we have linear motors on here. We have 7 to 9 axis capability and some automation on this machine in particular.
Okay, so what kind of parts would you put on this machine?
So we're looking at high complex, high accuracy, prismatic parts where you're looking to machine on both ends of the component, something like this.
Okay, fair enough. So you've got one in your hand right now,
like
an example. Could you explain why it fits well on a WILLEMIN-MACODEL, please?
Because of the capabilities of the machine, we have the possibilities to turn and to mill on the same machine to very high accuracies. So this part, as you can see, has a high degree of turning on it, but it also has a high degree of milling applications on it as well.
So it's not just a little bit of milling, there's a lot of material to hog out there as well.
Yeah, and if you're looking at surface finishes, tight tolerances, then you need something like this machine to do it.
So you need a machine like this to achieve those surface finishes and tolerances. But let's also talk about the automation aspect as well. Now, how can you make one of these parts without any extra equipment with the current configuration on this 508?
So with this machine we can have a pickup spindle and also a vise or other attachments onto the turret. So we can pick up the part and we can back turn, back mill, drill to finish the part complete on the machine.
So it's not just like with maybe a lathe with a sub spindle you can just part it off and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
There's a lot more complicated features and stuff you can manufacture on the other end of the part.
Sure, yeah.
But if you're making those parts one hit with those quick cycles, I guess you might have to automate. You don't want to pay someone to keep taking the parts out of the machine. So let's have a quick look at the robot we've got over here.
Yep.
Now, what does this robot and this tray system allow you to do?
So what this enables us to do is to store raw material in there. We can store billets that could be robot loaded, and we can obviously store the finished components as well.
Brilliant, because I guess not everyone can survive with max 65 millimeters of bar to feed in. They might have weird forged components to come in, pre-machined components to come in, or even, what's the max diameter of a billet that you can load with this it's tiny machine?
Yeah, you can load 120 millimeter billet.
120, and it's a tiny envelope for this machine, so
yeah.
120 millimeters is a massive capacity to be able to make in one hit.
Yes, yeah, I mean the footprint of the machine without automation is around 4 square meters, so it's a compact machine.
So you could definitely fit a lot of these even in a small unit?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Brilliant. And what kind of materials could you be machining with this? Are you limited to aluminiums and softer materials?
No, I mean steels, medical grade plastics, titaniums, lots of different applications where it's a high critical part, high tolerances, high surface finishes.
So you mentioned tolerances. How does WILLEMIN-MACODEL achieve those machining tolerances?
So with the machine configuration, on this one, as I said earlier, it's a linear motors. But we have linear scales on here as well, so we're measuring the position of the axis, but also monitoring the base castings with temperature sensors.
Okay, but when you're working these day in day out with a robot like this, you generate a lot of heat. How do you handle the thermal growth in these machines?
Well, that's done by an onboard system using the feedback that we get from the temperature sensors built into the base castings.
Okay, fair enough. But you've also got an issue with tool wear, I guess, when you're running these machines day in, day out. How many tools can you fit on one of these machines?
So this can have up to 72 tools as standard configuration. So we have a lot of sister tool capability for milling, drilling and turning, obviously. Okay,
fair enough. Nice. And I guess the spindle is a HSK, is a high-speed spindle?
Yep, it's up to 40,000 RPM. HSK E40 is a standard option.
So people aren't going to be worrying about sister tooling, not going to be worrying about thermal growth. They're going to maintain that accuracy, keep making good parts, even at like 2 in the morning when no one's there, it's all lights out.
Yeah.
Okay, but one of the main problems people have if they do invest in one of these either robotic or gantry loaded automation systems is that they can be quite difficult to program and to manage, and especially for changeovers for different kinds of parts. How do you make sure it's as easy as possible to program one of these robots and get them working in tandem with the machine?
So as part of the setup here, the automation is done internally by WILLEMIN. So they would develop the systems for customers if it's specific applications. We can have a screen on the NC control that you can just input data into, like part dimensions, as an example, length and diameter and so on.
Okay, fair enough. So you program on the machine control. There's no extra pendant to work with that you have to worry about learning two different systems.
No, it's done. It's built in within the control.
Okay, and what are the options available for? Right now we've got a blank tray here. How would someone load a part or take some stock out of the tray?
So depending on what you're doing, you can have a 0-point system in there, a grid system, lots of different, even a piece of paper. You know, if you've got a part that's high surface finish, you're not worried about where it's located. You can
just dump it down on a piece of paper.
So
you know the surface finish is okay, but as long as it's not going to roll around, you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So if you've got not quite round parts, not quite square parts, but you need to achieve tight surface tolerances, good part quality, parts like this, you need to check out WILLEMIN-MACODEL, supplied by Premier Machine Tools. Get in touch with David Dunn for the UK and Ireland. All right. Thank you.